Okay, so I was completely out of ideas to record videos. My head was more empty than stereo madness. If it was a layout. I mean, it kinda is a layout, but you get what I mean. To solve this problem, I went in my community section and asked you guys for some suggestions for videos. And you guys suggested me these. Make an extreme demon. No, I've already done it. Next one. Make a top 1 extreme demon. No, I don't wanna do it. Next one. Make a decoration challenge where, whenever you place glow in it, you have to knock your head off in a wall repeatedly until you stop waking up. What? Just go next. Make an extreme demon challenge. When I read that, I thought that was a perfect idea. Not only a challenge is a short level, and I'm lazy, but also it will be quick to finish. And hopefully, 2.2 is not gonna drop in the middle of my building process, right? I mean, hopefully. The first step to make a challenge is to find a good song. And where do we go when we wanna find a good song? Exactly. Pirate Bay Newgrounds. What I wanted for this challenge was, I wanted a very intense song. Something like I've never heard before. Something that would give me goosebumps. I kept looking for a good song for about 1 hour until eventually I ended up finding this banger right here. And obviously, it is not perfect. I mean, I wouldn't really like listening to this song, but it is the perfect song choice for this challenge. The second step to make a challenge is to make a good gameplay. And for it, I wanted to make something really hard and intense. But at the same time, I didn't want to make a generic spam gameplay that appears in every Kai Guy video.
Level 4.
I wanted to make something unique and cool. So, in my first attempt, I started making this. As you can see, I spammed a lot of slopes and teleport portals just because I thought it would look good and unique. But it turns out, it looked really bad. Yeah, as you can tell, this is barely playable, so I just deleted it all and decided to restart it. In a world where a man has absolutely no ideas of what to do, he will inevitably go insane, and that's what happened to me. I basically went insane, and I literally forgot the meaning of the words good and gameplay. I listened to this song some more times, and I decided to just make a wave spam challenge. Not only because I had no ideas of what else to do, but also I had an idea to make this wave spam actually kinda original. So I just started going crazy. Not only I started spamming slopes and blocks, but also I spammed a lot of wave portals to make a really interesting gimmick. I basically just kept spamming wave portals and slopes throughout the entire challenge. And when I finished it, the first thing that went through my head was, I really have to reconsider my life choices. Yes, I know that you probably are one eye blind after watching this, and for that I'm sorry, but I warned you. After doing this atrocity, it was time to do the decoration, and my initial plan for this was nothing. The first thing I did was to spam a lot of poses, and with the word a lot, I really mean a lot of poses. So many poses to the point I cannot even show in the video, because you would probably have a seizure. And afterwards, I started spamming some gray slopes here, because I thought it would fit to all of the, epilepsy. And believe me when I say it, this took way longer than what it should have. It took me 3 hours to spam slopes. And after spamming a lot, this is how it ended up looking like. I know, right? No comments. Afterwards, I decided to make a gigantic pipe here. And for gosh knows why, I made a sign with an arrow pointing to the right direction right here. And then I just spammed this sign and this pipe everywhere in the part. And after making a really big pipe behind the slopes, I decided to make a completely random big metal thing here, with a warning sign in front of it. And please, don't ask me what this is, because I really don't know how to answer that question, okay? Also, I made some fences behind it all, and so far, I think I'm doing actually pretty well. Now I copy and paste all the slopes that I did for the first wave here, and this is how this challenge is looking like so far. You are probably right there thinking that this is the most cursed thing you've ever seen in your life, right? But I will tell you now, you can calm down already. There's nothing to worry about because it gets 100 times worse. From now on, I'm gonna start making so many random stupid things that you are really gonna question your own existence. And I mean it. Because now it is the time to make a background. My first attempt at making it was this. I started making some random colorful balls here in the middle of nowhere. Shut up, I know what you were thinking. And I just started spreading them all over the part, behind everything, obviously. Afterwards, I just started putting a lot of these electricity things and making the balls connect to each other. And again, shut up, I know you are still thinking about it. And after adding a tea tree glow that looks incredible, I added some stars. Yes, some stars behind everything. As I've already said, I was not sane, okay? After adding these stars that are barely visible, I tried to make a thing here that didn't really work out, but it was basically a weird concept I had in which the normal outer space would be trying to invade the colorful space, and it would be a crazy thing, and I spammed it a lot, and to sum it up, it looked really bad, so I removed it. After making the stars black to make them actually visible, adding some more pipes and doing some small edges in this challenge to improve the atmosphere in general, you won't believe it, but I was very unhappy with it. See, the part wasn't bad, it's just that I simply couldn't do any background that would be actually cool enough to fit this crazy spam song. And I was kinda sad with it, to the point I stared the screen for over 2 minutes trying to think about something to do here. But not even that worked. So yeah, since I was really tired, I just stopped building and went to sleep. Until I woke up 2 minutes later because I had just had an idea. I decided to give up on the craziness this time and just went for the option that always works and has absolutely never failed me once. Spamming. And what I did was, I placed this kind of flower detail on the screen, and as you may guess, I started spamming it a lot, while changing its color and increasing its scaling. But there is more. Not only I did this, but also I increased the rotation speed of this thing by a literal freaking lot. I made this spin faster than a freaking Beyblade, and this is how it ended up looking like. Honestly, I really like it. It rotates like crazy and it's very intense, just like this weird song. The last thing I made was just give a literal crown to the player when it is about to complete this challenge, because for me, if I'm being honest, this is straight up impossible, so whoever can beat this in normal mode is a literal king. After 2 days and a half of work, I managed to finish this silly little fun challenge that you should not really play. But anyways, this is how it is looking like.